Hello! Today we're playing Blitz, a new RPG deck builder which just launched into early access yesterday. Without any further ado, let's go ahead and get back in there. Now, yesterday we did a lot of learning system mechanics, and we created our first deck with the spoils of our first battle. Now I'm going to real quick go over what I've put together. We're in the Redcroft storyline. Very good. Alright, we're going to take a look at what I've done. I've gone for I like the interface in here better, pirate synergy with cannons, right? Like, we have the cannon, this is the centerpiece of the build, 3 mana 0/5, can't attack, but every time I summon a pirate, it will hit a random enemy minion for 2 damage. Now, supporting this, another MVP that I've only just received from the level up skill tree is the Barrel Mutt. 3 mana 1/3 pirate, and it's going to be drawing me a random pirate from my deck every combat start. This is great. Gonna fuel my hand, give me more plays every single turn. To accommodate these additions, I've removed a couple of pirate recruits and a couple of spin blades. Now, I've kept the Grogs in because these do draw cards, and there is no other way for me to find ship cannons other than to either draw them or mulligan for them. So that's the reasoning I've gone with for keeping the Grog in and cutting some other things instead, like the pirate recruits and spin blades. Now, I'm pretty happy with the theory of this deck. I'm going to see how it works in practice, so let's get going. Now, let me just refresh myself. We beat this fella right here. So first things first, I see we got a chest up here. We've gotten a bunch of ingredients which we can use to meld cards. Alright, great. I don't think there's anything else on this passage. Yeah, clicking on these does not seem to, do anything other than cosmetics, so I think I'm ready to move on. This has a $sign on it. I presume that means there is a shop here. Yep, there it is, card shop. What else do we have? We have 2 battles, one with Eve, one with Sid the Squid, and then we have an event, the Pirate's Code. For now, seems like the only thing I can do is fight Sid the Squid, so let's head on over there. So this is my first time going second. I do get that gem. The Cannoneers, if I had a cannon in my hand, I would be very happy to keep a Cannoneer. I do not, so I will not, but I will definitely be keeping the Barrel Mutt. If even accelerating this out next turn, it could mess up my curve pretty bad, so I might not do it, but this is going to thin my deck and really start fueling my plays so I can thenceforth make very efficient plays, so very good. I am not going to be playing the 1/1 on turn 1, unless he plays his own 1/1, and then I'll happily take this 1-for-1 trade, yes. There's a cannon. That's great. So now, things get a little more interesting. I could just sit on the 1/1 pirate to play on a future turn, but I don't think my curve lines up in a way where that's productive, right? Like, I could just play the pirate now, and then next turn I can play the cannon, and the turn after that I could play this mutt, and then just curve out from there. So I don't think I gain much by holding onto this pirate, so I'm just going to take the 1-for-1 trade and call it a day. Oh, hold on. I need to look at these accolades. I forgot to do that. Defeat the enemy, simple enough. Kill 3 or more enemy minions, simple enough. Take less than 15 damage. I hope I can pull that off. And play 2 pirates. Alright, so I don't even think I need to go out of my way to accomplish those goals. I'm just going to continue with play as planned. Alright, I can place the cannon in that column to block that pirate recruit. Or, on second thought, I'll block that instead because I won't kill it when I block it, so I'm going to prevent him from getting value from this on death, give a +1/+1. Good, so just automatically play this, and that's that. So next turn the plan is just going to be to slam the Barrel Mutt, although there is a consideration if I get a 1 or 2 mana card to play this recruit plus that card. Hold on. Oh, I see. This one triggers a friendly death effect. That's pretty neat. Okay, so as it turns out, this is a much better line. I can play this, shoots the cannon, play this, shoots the cannon, and then I'm going to shoot the cannon again on combat start. Very powerful stuff. I'll put this here because I can block that skeleton profitably. Very good. Put this recruit here. Alright, very good. This is a very good... well, no, this was not good. Never mind. Ooh. I'm gonna lose my guy. So, yeah, I should have thought about that a little bit more. Would have been smarter to put the recruit in this column in the event of this outcome happening, because this destroys my cannoneer, which I was hoping to keep. So that's a misplay for me, but we are still completely fine. Let's see here. The barrel mutt cannot die at a... Yeah, I do not want the barrel mutt to die no matter what. So I'm going to put him here. And I'll just accept the possibility of taking the 3 damage. You know, that doesn't come anywhere close to threatening the 14 damage threshold. And there is the possibility... Wow, that is an extremely good roll for me. That was very lucky. Again, you know, I don't think it changes the outcome of the game or the match, but... it sure makes things a lot simpler moving into turn 5 here. Alright. Okay, so this could be messy if it triggers this one and applies the buff. Okay. That's really funny. Let me look at this. Trigger a random friendly minion's death rattle. Okay, so it was random, and this was also random. So... that worked out so well for the computer. I wonder if the random effects are kind of like scripted in such a way that gives the player a more engaging experience, or if that was just a really fortunate line of events for the the computer. Either way, I think it's really cool. I'm grooving. Let's see here. I think the best line here, no question, is playing a ship cannon and then playing the cannoneer, and that's just going to clear his entire board. Put this over here, put the cannoneer right here. There we are. And just clear the whole board. Wait, huh? Oh, right, it can hit the enemy hero. Very good. Now that was interesting. This isn't something that I've touched on before. It never came up, but I did notice this column attacked first, which ended up synergizing with this guy being here, getting the buff. So is this like a counterclockwise combat thing, where it's like my guys start in this column and then go to the right, his guys start in this column and go to the left? I'm going to take a moment and see if there's any documentation for anything like that. I don't know. If there was, I don't know where to find it, but for now, I think I can proceed under the assumption that's how that works, which, that's kind of cool. That's neat. That's good information to have this early. Alright, now I think I can just play Admiral Brass and the Pirate. Alternatively, I could just play the Cannoneer and then just blast everywhere. No, I'll just do this. Very good. Now this has Rush. It can attack this turn. I believe that was the name of the keyword. Yes, that's right. And let's finish him off. Alright, so let's pay attention. I've done 2 overkill here. Let's see how that translates into money. I think it was a 5-to-1 ratio, so I'm expecting 10 money here. 10 blood money, rather. Tomato juice money. Oh, yep, okay, that seems to be how it works. Very good. No level up, so I need to go into the level grid. Very good. So what did we learned... oh, I get a new card here. A recipe, rather. 2 mana, 2/2, Whip Grunt. After you play a minion, deal 1 damage to it and give it +2 power. Okay, So I'm starting to get a lot of compelling synergies for the self-damage kind of playstyle, which I think is interesting. I might revisit that later, but for now I'm pretty happy with these cannons. And we learned about, yeah, the counterclockwise battle style.
Looks like your fancy slacks were no match for the mighty Redcroft Squidface. That peddler. He tricked me into buying these patch-ridden pantaloons.
Silence! Tell us where we can find a ship now!
You think I know? I've been beached ever since my last captain was blown to bits by that scurvy dog, Coxswain. If it's a ship you be looking for, go talk to one of those big-headed info brokers. Those two-faced crooks know everything going on in Swindler's Wharf. An info broker, eh?
Looking to size up your foe? Right-click a battle node to view important details regarding the opponent. Study your foe and strategize accordingly. Alright. Out of curiosity, let's see... What? Well, I'm right-clicking, that's not doing anything, but of course I know I can press the I button here, which I need to start doing before I load into battles to check out those accolades. I might need to change my deck to accommodate the accolades, so good to have the reminder. I'm going to check this event before I move on to that next combat. Let's see what we got here. The Pirate's Code.
Redcross dead! Drowned at sea! Ah, shut it, Featherface!
Smack.
Rumors spread like wildfire here, so don't be fanning the flames. It's a real shame, Captain. Who knows how many of these blokes you've kicked a bucket next to that nexty gossip? I wonder who we have to thank for that.
Ha! Don't glare at me, pirate! You sealed your own fate by acting against the Scale-Horse Crown! Besides, if you're as skilled a pirate as you claim to be, you shouldn't have much trouble restoring your former notoriety. Drink, fight, steal, can't imagine becoming a famous pirate requires much more than that, no?
It's apparent you don't know the first thing about true respectable pirating, Brexy. To be a mighty pirate is a lifelong ambition. A captain's reputation is everything. With fame comes respect, and with respect comes loyalty, power, riches, and more. At least that's what some of us think. Aye, but don't be mixing up fame with infamy. The reputation is what cause I follow the red code.
Oh, I messed that up. Is what it is cause I follow the code.
The red code? You fools follow a code for your seafaring thievery? How absurd!
That we do, Brexy. Not all pirates follow a code, only the honorable ones do, and there ain't many of us left. The red code forbids us from looting the less fortunate. What's the honor and ruin in the lives of the common folk you'd be trying to scrape by? And it sets the grounds for relying on your own strength to overcome whatever's blocking your path. True greatness is won with your own two hands. Your old man set quite the precedent, eh? See God's bless his soul.
So, you had a pirate father. I suppose the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Me pa was a lot of things, but he followed his code to the end. And he was loved by all sorts. Commoners, fellow pirates, traders, all of them. Don't you be making a mockery of him, lest you want to deal with me. Ruffian!
Alright. So a little bit of character development for our friend Redcroft here. Moving on to this battle with the level 3 Eve, who has something here. Swift Dagger. After your opponent plays their first minion in a turn, deal 1 damage to it. So, I think, just for fun, I'm going to make a self-damage deck to synergize with my opponent's relic. I think that's going to be kind of fun. But first, let's look at the accolades. Defeat the enemy. Do it in 10 turns or less, kill 5 or more minions, take less than 12 damage, and defeat them before they gain 10 Glimmer. Now, I don't know what Glimmer is, but the rest of this is very straightforward, especially since I'm going to be doing self-damage, I'm going to have Saw Blade. Should be very easy to accomplish these conditions. So, let's get in here. Let's see. What I want to do first is get into the interface where it Lets me make a new deck. Very good. We're just going to make a custom one. Create deck. And we are off. I want 4 of these. Very good. Put 8 of those in, and we'll take more out later. I want 4 of this guy. Self-damage, plus he's going to get pinged for 1. So he's going to be a 2-mana 2/1 in this fight, but he is going to damage himself twice, presumably, assuming it registers both self-damage, or the self-damage and then the opposing relic damage as 2 distinct events, which I imagine it will. Oh yeah. Why am I putting these guys in here? Those are terrible. This guy's not, though. Put 8 of him in. Put 4 of this guy. She's bad. This guy's pretty good. Put 2 of him in. And then, I don't know, 2 of this guy, 2 cannons. So, I guess this deck's not really all that different. Oh, I respect the level. That's the other thing I can do to, Is it worth it to do that? I mean, that seems like a decent amount of effort to, just for this one fight for funsies, but I guess I'll just run this deck and then see how I like it, and then, how do I rename this? I think it was in Swamp. Oop. You can equip as many relics as you have slots. Check your available slots on the right. Now pay attention, this is super important. A set of equipped relics is tied to the deck you're currently editing, meaning if you swap to a different deck, the relics you previously equipped will not carry over to the new deck you're using. Keep this in mind and edit your relic loadouts accordingly, ensuring any new decks you equip have some trusty relics equipped. Okay, sure. But I just want to rename the deck, though. And I forgot how I did that the other day. It's got to be either edit or swap. I don't know where else it would be. Let's try swap, I reckon. I can't right-click it. Was it over here? Aha! Aha! I found it. Alright, this is me thanking the enemy for the relic, which I will be... Well, I guess I'm not benefiting off of it because I didn't level tree for it, but...
Brock, a pretty fairy. Rigby, don't be rude.
Well, what a mighty pirate you seem to be, Lion Boy. This should be fun.
Oh, I'd watch where you're pointing that fancy blade of yours, miss. Some might mistake a gesture like that as a threat.
Aw, your concern is touching, but I'd worry more about yourself.
That fierce look in your eye. You're itching for a duel, eh? On guard, then.
Okay, going first, very good. Always like to go first, and I'll just keep both of these guys. Good start. Ah, yes. They have mystical powers that can drastically alter the course of the battle. It would be unwise to ignore this, trust me. Oh, believe you me, I won't be ignoring that. Okay, just skip the first turn. What is plunder? Hold on. Destroy... triggers after this destroys a minion. Now, the consideration here then would be placing this in that column. It would be a trade. I would be killing him, he'd be killing me. Now the question is, does this trigger if he dies when he... like if it's a trade? I want to find that out now, so let's go ahead and just see what happens here. Because I have no minions in this column besides the one that's going to be trading, it's not going to hurt me if it does kill my guy. Now that, on the other hand... Oh, well, okay. See, that could have been devastating if he killed my Fritz spot. That would have been quite funny. Alright. I do not want this to get killed under any circumstances, so I'm just going to let this hit me. And I'm going to put this guy, you know, like over here, off to the side. Safe and sound, start drawing some pirates. Oh dear. That reminds me of another Something of Knives card from a different card game where you pay 3 mana to deal 1 AoE and then draw a card. Can't put my finger on what though. Okay, so I can play this guy, reduces the cost of everything by 1. I'll go ahead and just pull the trigger on that. Yeah. Very good, very good. And what was the amount of health I was allowed to take here? 9. So I can take another hit. I'm not going to worry about shielding or blocking, so I'm going to just go ahead and... Actually, you know what? It's better if I just hold on to these for a huge turn with the cannon, so I'm going to draw a card instead. Excellent. So next turn is going to be pretty big, or I could wait, play this fella, Admiral Brass, and then on turn 6 I could just dump the whole hand and just extraordinarily powerful turn. That's probably the better way to do it. I think that's what I'll do. So I'll play Admiral Brass here probably. He will not take damage from the ping. Or I could place him here. He'll just hardwall this entire column. Maybe I do that instead. Yeah. Let's just put him there. Very good. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, that does not matter. That could not matter less, as a matter of fact. So, yes, it does go in the counterclockwise order. Very good. And it goes from, like... Well, this is another curiosity. Like, for my opponent, it was front row and then back row. I wonder for me if it'll be the same. Front row to back row, left to right. Okay, so what's the best line here? I could play Cannon. I'll have 3 mana left. I could play 1, 2, 3 Pirates and shoot an absolute load of cannonballs. I'll do that. And I want the cannon to be walling. It won't matter. Okay, very good. So let's play you here. Alright, she's dead. Place you here. She's dead. Very good. Now I gotta be careful I don't... What turn am I on? Turn 6? Ah. I wasn't paying attention to the turn. Okay, so I'm gonna replay it to get that kill there. Yeah, let's just play one more pirate. Or I can't, that was it. Okay, very good. Alright, cool.
Another win! Need a grog or 3 to properly celebrate.
I think that's what he said last time. Another level up, very good. I don't know if I wanted to go any farther in this tree here. I think I was just pressing farther into Cannon Barrage. What do I get? The Pyro. Now, these are very unenticing upgrades, actually. And I got how many? 2? Oh, just the 1, actually. More health is not something that I am putting value in right now. So I think it would be most prudent to get one of these 2 cards here, and then respec later to get further down this tree, because I'm not too excited about this Pyre Wisp. Let's see what we got. 3 mana, 1/4. After another minion takes damage, give a minion in my hand +1. Yeah, this guy would be helpful if I replay that fight. And then this one is 2 mana, 2/2, puts a bomb in the deck. Just a good turn 2 play that has a little bit of an upside. I have learned that if they draw the bomb and it blows up on them, they do draw another card until they, until they draw an actual card. So it's not going to like steal their turn or anything like that, which is reasonable. I just wasn't sure if it worked one way or the other. I'm going to take the rally guy. Alright, very good. What recipe have I gotten? I've gotten Armor Fairy, 3 mana, 1/3. After another friendly minion takes damage, gain +1 armor. Okay. Wait a minute. I misinterpreted. It wasn't 4 turns or less for the whole battle. It was 4 turns or less because it was actually 10 turns and I was on turn 6. Okay, so I actually did get all these accolades, which I wasn't expecting I was gonna, so neat. And of course, no blood money because I did not overkill. Great. I don't think I want to make any changes to the deck based off of that fight, but yeah.
Throw down the fancy weapon, Fairy. You've been beaten.
Gah! This wasn't supposed to happen! Grub told me this was going to be an easy job.
Grub! Who the bloody hell is Grub?
Wouldn't you like to know? Catch you later, lion boy.
Wait! We ain't be done talking. Curtain! She's heading south! Aye, after her, gang!
Alright, very good. I am noticing... Whoa. I didn't think it was going to let me go up here because this was not, like, paved like these are. I wonder if I was able to go here, like, before I even fought the fairy in the first place. Whoops. Alright, let's see what we got here. Gasp! Customers! Welcome to Cardinella's Card Market, your one-stop shop for cards, and more cards!
Nice to make your acquaintance, ma'am.
She's card crazy! That I am, you annoying loudmouth creature, you! My cards are the best you can buy, and the prices are to die for.
You don't say.
Captain, might be a good idea to grab a card or two if you've got the funds. You never know what kind of trouble we'll be getting into exploring the Swindler's Wharf.
Aye, Brass. Suppose it won't hurt to look.
Excellent! Now then, why don't you open that fat wallet of yours and let the money sing? Alright, let's see what we got. Well, it is not a very well-stocked shop. What's going on here? Oh, there we go. I thought she was trying to talk to me in the bottom, but she's just commentating on what I'm doing. Slay the Spire guy style. So we got a 2-mana 2/2 pirate. On death gives me a pirate to my hand. Random pirate. What's the value of a random pirate? Well, most of the pirates I know are good except for the Buccaneer. And that's all value on top of him just being a 2-mana 2/2 anyway, so that's nice. As far as card advantage goes, way better than the 2-mana 2/2 dropping a bomb in the opponent's deck, so cool. Heart Mage 3-mana 2/3, no archetype, when played, restore 4 health. I don't put any value in that. 3-mana 2/3 is alright, but it's not great. 1-mana 1/1 with tough. Oh wow, this is strictly better Buccaneer. Yeah, I'm gonna buy the whole stock of that one immediately. Thank you. I have quite a lot of money. I can just buy all of these. No reason not to. Like, maybe I'll need the money later, but where's the fun in being frugal? Okay, great. So that guy is going in the deck post-haste, except I'm swapping back over to the actual deck. Very good. This is so funny. This guy was like tailor designed, it feels like, to counterpick the fairy. So it's funny that I neglected to acquire him. Take just a strict 1-for-1 swap. Take 4 pirate recruits out. Put 4 Buccaneers in. Now Brown Tooth, do we want... How's my curve look? There was an option to see that here. I could stand to have more 2-drops. Good. I think there might be a universe where I just take out all the pirate recruits altogether. And just let this... where did he go? Buccaneer be my sole 1-drop. I think that's not unreasonable, especially since I have the Spin Blade still in the deck. It removes one of the non-bows that it has, the other one being Cutlass Swine, but this card's good for other reasons besides just being on the board, so... I'll put 2 of you in, take 2 of the recruits out. Consider putting... We'll stop there, and then reconsider if I want more additions later. I don't know if I want Rally Guy in here or not. Like, he synergizes with, where is he? The other 3-drop really well. barrel mutt. But I am very 3-drop heavy already, so we'll sit on that for now. Yep, we'll call that a day there. Rename this to Day 2 Cannon. That is funny. It remembers the name of the most recent thing I put in there, it would seem. Okay, so going up then would be this little sparkle on the map. Let me see what's up there, since it's a dead end. Alright, we have a relic oh, well, see, I got punished for buying all that stuff immediately, which deserved. Let's take a look, see what's in there.
Ho ho! Looks like we found ourselves a little shop. Ahoy there, friend! Who might you be?
Stias the peddler at your service. Welcome to my humble establishment. Establishment? You're selling wares out of a rickety caravan! What could you possibly have for sale that would interest us? Ah, fellow snakeskin. How nice to see another of a kind here, in such a rugged part of the world. Don't lump me in with the likes of you, peddler. We may be of common kin, but I serve a Royal Highness Princess Eingana. I am no petty merchant. Apologies, friend. I meant no disrespect. My best wishes to our fair princess.
Don't mind him, Mr. Sias. He's got a big old stick up his behind.
The gall! Watch your tongue, churl! Friends, let us not bicker amongst ourselves. Please take a look at my wares. I offer the finest collection of relics available in this part of the southern lands.
Don't mind if we do, Mr. Sias. All this money's been burning a hole in me pocket anyway.
Alright, yeah, burning a hole in my pocket indeed. This is very expensive. But let's see what we got. Pirates have +1 power. Simple enough. Start of the game, add 2 cinder soot monkeys to my hand, which are... question mark? Well, I don't know what that is, but I know what this is, and that's nice. Let me see if I have any cinder soots in my collection by chance. Just to see if I know what that is exactly. Nothing seeming very cinder soot monkey-esque. I'm gonna imagine it's like a 1-mana 1/1. That I'm gonna proceed under that assumption until I get a better idea. Alright, and then we got a battle up here and a treasure chest, which I presume I'll get access to upon fighting this guy. Defeat him, 12 turns or less than 15 damage, deal 5 damage to the enemy hero in a single turn. Now that one, that's gonna take a little bit of planning, so I need to be mindful of that. The others are not going to require any thought whatsoever, I don't think. And his relic says his cannons cost less, so I don't really need to worry about playing around that at all. Just, it's something that'll happen. Alright, let's get in there. Alright, well, these, unlike the Buccaneer, these are extraordinary board control tools because they trade favorably with other 1/1s. As for Rigbeak, I don't think I want him. And I'm not even sure if I want 2 Buccaneers. I think I just want the 1 Buccaneer and hope for another profitable 2 or 3 drop to appear in my mulligan. So I'm happy with this. Very good. Was I going first? I don't remember. Does not look like it. Looks like he's going first. So, yeah, I blocked that for free. It's a very simple first turn for me. And then turn 2, I can accelerate this out, start churning through my deck. Very straightforward. Reminder to self about the 5 damage condition. Now this is where things could start getting a little bit tricky. Definitely do not want to die to this ship cannon. That's interesting. But I want to start drawing cards before I worry about deploying my cannon. So I'm going to put this guy here, start doing a little chip damage on his cannon and churning through advantage. Hopefully he doesn't like wombo combo me and just delete my mutt. That would be really sad if that happened, like if he played a pirate here and it got shot twice. Alright, that's fine. That is a perfectly fine outcome. Alright, yep, this is just going to be me deploying my ship cannon. I'm going to do it in one of these empty columns because I don't foresee much value in blocking one of these cannons. Now, on the other hand, I could think of it as though if I put it in a cannon column, he's only going to have at most one other minion attacking my cannon. So I guess I could consider that as something that would be worth thinking about. Maybe I'll do it this way instead. Yep. Very simple. Just plus from having the mutt. Alright, the mutt has done a lot of good work. I'm probably losing it on this turn. I would anticipate... now, why aren't these... what's going on here? Pyro damage +1. Give the friendly cannon +1 power and fire it. Oh no. That's devastating. Okay, it's either going to be playing Cannoneer and Browntooth, or it's going to be... yeah, I mean, that's the only play that makes any sense, actually. Not really much reason to deliberate that any farther. Put you here. Very good. Put you here. So this is going to be just a clean trade of this column versus that column. Alright. Now this could be bad. That was bad. This is brutal. I hope I can get control of this board back. Wait, is he out of cards? He's out of cards in hand. Okay. So I just have to get rid of these cannons. If I can get rid of like at least one of the cannons, just one cannon, I can wrest control of this back. Do I want to get Admiral Brass on the board, or do I want to try to wrest more control back first? I think I want to wrest more control first, just because the risk of losing him is too high. Okay, very good. So I can play Cannoneer plus Buccaneer plus another one of these, so I'll do that. Huh, that's interesting. I don't think I'll play it because I lose my cannon, but that's going to be useful to clean this up a little bit more. This guy just clean blocks that Buccaneer if he doesn't get killed by one of my cannons, so I can go ahead and place him here first. Okay, well, alright. And then place you here, because I don't want to kill that thing until I get rid of the cannons. The reason being, if this buffs that cannon, and the cannon is now doing 4 damage, that's bad for me. Alright. Okay, very good. Could be better, but that will do just fine for now. Alright, so he gets 2 cannons off. That's tough, but I can guarantee that I kill his cannon in the back and his Buccaneer here. The question is, how am I going to deal with this ship cannon? If I deal with this ship cannon, I win the game immediately, I'm pretty sure. I can play Admiral Brass. I cannot play anything to support him, though. I could play Mutt plus Browntooth plus a Grog. Maybe I just do that instead. Very good. I'll play my Mutt here. Now, ideally, I get the kill on this cannon in the back here. It'd be really unfortunate if I failed to do that. Go ahead and put you over here. Please kill it. Very good. Alright, I think we're smooth sailing from here on out. not even a pirate. Yeah, that's fine. I might be able to avoid killing that until I get rid of the pirate. Or the cannon, I mean. This is gonna make it very easy to fulfill that victory condition of dealing 5 damage in a turn. Very good. I'm gonna go ahead and just drop this guy down. Yeah. There was the possibility of that happening, for sure. This is gonna hurt. Alright, so I think we are in a pretty good spot here. Just ship it. I'm not really worried about this. Like, if I lose my Admiral, that's unfortunate, but not really a big deal in the big scheme of things. Alright, great. So, like, I don't even have to worry about his guys. I can just straight up drop an Admiral. And then I can just blast him like so. And this is going to be coming in at, what, 8 damage? Very good, very good. Another level up. Excellent, excellent. We got all of the accolades here, and our card is Cindersoot Monkey. Well, there it is. Now we know what it is. It's a 1-mana 1/1, no archetype. Hothead, which is when summoned if an enemy minion occupies this column, attack it. Okay. Fleeting, which is destroy this minion after it attacks. And then played, fire a friendly cannon. It can target the enemy hero. Well, it's a lot of things. So basically, we got a 1-mana 1/1. If it's in the same column as another an enemy minion, it'll attack it, which I probably want to do because otherwise it's just a 1/1 that sits there and dies. It dies when it swings. So this is kind of like a removal tool that also triggers a cannon. Now the real question here is, do I want this in my deck? Played, fire an enemy friendly cannon is effectively just having a pirate tag on a card, so that's not huge. In fact, that's worse because it only works on 1 cannon. So I'd mostly be interested in the hastily attacking an enemy. I don't know if I want like a row targeted or a column targeted ping right now. It's good to have though, good tool. Get me out of here. Alright, let's take a look at what we got in the treasure. Money. These were... I know one of them was 3,000. How much was the other one for the relics? Well... Now, see, this is interesting. I do think it would be worth $1,000 here to just have 2 extra cards. Even if they're not good cards, 2 extra cards in your starting hand is great, and especially since those cards synergize with what my deck is doing without actually thinning my deck or diluting it. So, as much as I would like to have this Red Wing flag, I think it's pretty reasonable to purchase this Grog immediately. Maybe I come back later, pick up this Red Wing flag. I think I had 4 slots for relics, so, you know, not really hurting on space. We can put that in pretty easily. Nice. That's that. Were there any other adjustments I wanted to make here? I don't think I got anything new. And I think the battle went pretty well. I'm pretty pleased with how everything played out. Maybe I would like more cannoneers. The X3 body is pretty helpful. And Brown-Tooth's 2/2 has not been too impressive. Yeah, I'm going to try taking out those 2 Brown-Tooths and putting into these cannoneers just to up the 2-drop count and have that chunky X3 body. In fact, maybe I want even more than that. But we'll keep it to small changes at a time here. Get back out of here. Oh, the map shows a green border there, yeah, so I think that means I've completed everything there is to do there. Just see if the shop has restocked by chance. All right, it has not, so we're looking pretty good. Only thing we're missing really is that $3,000 relic. Increased my pirates by 1. I think it was +1 attack. So I think that's all the time I have for today, but yeah, still really loving this game. I got to get in a couple more combat encounters. The strategic like angle required for each of the fights felt very fresh and interesting. You know, none of them were particularly challenging, but I did feel threatened by these fights, right? Like especially the cannon one. I felt like my board state was under major threat, and I really had to press on those cannons to get rid of them ASAP. So I'm still having a great time. Really loving this game so far. Looking forward to playing some more tomorrow. So yeah, again, recommend everybody check it out. Pick it up if you can. Give it a play. It looks great, sounds great, plays great. Really fun. Hits a lot of nostalgia notes for me. That's going to be it for today, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.